Hi guys, it's Elisa, and I received a YouTube request this morning, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out while I have the free time to. So, this is the topic of I'm doing no contact, will my ex forget about me? And this goes for both guys and girls, so I'm gonna read the request and then I'm gonna address it. So it says, "Hi Lisa, I love your videos. Thank you. My ex-boyfriend and I broke up. He left me over a month ago because he said his feelings changed. We were together for a year and a half, and now we're both 19 years old. I'm in a lot of pain. He was my best friend as well as my other half." Watch my video on that. It's called "Watch This If You Have Your Other Half" or whatever. "We did everything together. We've talked here and there the first few days after the breakup, but then I initiated no contact because I wanted him back, and I was told that that was the only way to do it. It's been about 4 weeks and we haven't talked. I'm nervous that he'll forget about me. We don't see each other's stuff online anymore because he unfriended me once I stopped reaching out. Excuse me. I want him back, but I know I need to move on. What do I do?" So, this is a really good question, and I'm surprised I haven't made a video answering this yet because it is a very common, inquiry. I guess just to be simple, and there's really not that much I can say about this topic because it's basically like a yes or no question, like, will my ex forget about me? And the answer is no, he's not going to forget about you. It's impossible to. And I guess, scientifically speaking, habits are developed in the brain. Everything that you do is a habit, it's a routine, like brushing your teeth, cooking eggs, like, everything that you know is because it's embedded in your brain. Like, you have, like, the certain, like, line of, like, molecules in your brain that make you know how to do the things that you do. Like, that's what makes people is by, their molecular arrangement. Like, I know it's, like, super scientific, but that's how you do anything that you do because it's a pattern in your brain. And this person became a pattern. And you became their pattern, in, like, scientifically speaking, it's impossible to forget about that person unless you have that portion of your brain surgically removed or you have a concussion. like a really bad concussion, like the kind where you forget everything, not just that person, but the name of your mom, where you live, your address, the name of your kindergarten teacher, the name of your first dog. Like, you cannot forget about someone. You can't. Even now, I know a bunch of adults who, they still talk to me. Or they talk to me and they still tell me about, like, their exes from middle school, high school. Like, if it was really a good relationship, like a solid relationship, and you guys were each other's first, or y'all did a lot of things together, like, if it was a steeple in your life, if it was a mile marker, if it was just a monumental relationship, it will not be forgotten. Now, that doesn't mean that he's not going to move on. It doesn't mean that she's not going to move on. If you're a guy watching this, if you're curious about your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend, that doesn't mean that they're going to not move on. That doesn't mean that they're going to sit here and dwell on you all the time. It doesn't mean that they're going to try to fight for you back. It just simply means that they're going to keep moving forward in life with you in mind. It doesn't mean that you're sitting in their mind all the time, but that doesn't mean that they're in the back of your mind. You have your subconscious memory. If you've taken Psychology 101, you have your id, your ego, and your superego, and these are just, like, different portions of your brain, like, what you use all the time, like, on the front of your head, like, things that I can talk about right now. Like, I'm eating this salad right now. I'm talking into a camera right now. Like, you're not going to be on that part of their mind. You're going to be in the back of their mind. Like, for example, I'm going to the beach next week for spring break. Like, I had to think about that because it's, like, in the back of my mind. Or I'm going to fly to Germany in a couple months to visit my grandma. That's in the back of my mind, but I'm not thinking about it right now. That's what you're going to be to them. You're still going to be there, but you're not going to be on their mind all the time unless it's triggered by something. I'm sure that in your case, he's going to see things that are going to constantly remind you of him. He's going to drive past places that y'all used to go to. He's going to hear that song on the radio that y'all used to sing to. He's going to go to that vacation spot that y'all loved going to, or eat that favorite food that y'all always bought together. Like, there's going to be so many things that trigger his memory, and that doesn't mean that he's going to sit there and be depressed, like, "Oh, I want her back." It just means that you're not going to be forgotten, and that's what your question is. Is he going to forget about me? No, he's not going to forget about you. But like I said, that doesn't mean that he's not going to move forward. Now, however, sometimes these memories bring the person back. It just depends. I'm not going to sit here and give y'all a cookie cutter phrase that, like, says, look, if your ex thinks about you, they're gonna come back. Like, for some people that's the case, and for some people it's not. For my case, it wasn't, but I had a boyfriend one time where it was the case. For your case, it might be. He might come back. or he also could not come back. It depends on his heart. And no matter what advice I give, no matter what you try to, like, what face you put on or how much fun you fabricate yourself to be having, like, no matter what you do, it's not going to change his heart or her heart if you're a dude. No, like, there's nothing that you can do to influence the way someone thinks and feels. And that in itself can bring you peace, because it's like, there's nothing else I can do. I can relax. And that's where I've been the last couple months in my breakup. I've just been in the sense that, like, I've been telling myself I've done all that I can do, and I'm at peace with myself. You know, like, I don't lay in bed at night saying, what if I would have done this? Or what if I would have done that? Like, no, I can honestly say I've put all the effort in that I think I could have put in. The rest is up to him, but I'm not going to sit here and dwell on it. I know that he thinks about me. That's the mindset that you need to have. Like, I know he thinks about me because we were together for a year and a half. That's a long-ass time to be with someone. And psychologically, you cannot just forget about someone unless you get into a very bad car accident or you die. Like, that should bring you some peace. I am proud of you, though, for initiating no contact. That is something that's challenging. No contact is tough, but it is rewarding, and not in the sense that it brings your ex back, but in the sense that you discover yourself. And that should be the ultimate purpose of no contact, not to bring your ex back, but to just heal yourself and to mend yourself. And so many people do not understand this. People do no contact in hopes that the ex will come back because they miss it, but what they don't realize is that the ex is only coming back because for their own selfish reasons. They don't like the pain of being single. So they just think, oh, okay, a quick fix is to go back to my ex, even though I don't truly love her. I just want something to subside the pain until I find the one that I'm supposed to be with. So you're just a placeholder. Don't let yourself be a placeholder. Like, you need to do no contact for yourself and not for him. I know that, like, in the back of your head, yeah, you're like, yeah, like, no contact, I'm going to do it for myself. But then you're also like, but I want him back. But I miss him. But I love him. I understand. I completely understand. But if someone loves you, they don't leave you. Let me correct that. If someone truly loves you, they don't leave you. You can love someone and leave them. Maybe if you're confused or you're blinded. But if you truly, honest to God, at the end of the day, head over heels, are in love with somebody, you do not leave them, because you do not believe that life should be lived without them, because they are the ones that you believe God has created for you. So, just to be blunt, you need to let him go, because he left you. So you need to take the decision that he made, you need to stamp it. You need to say, this is the decision you made, this is how we're going to live. So, it's going to be hard. Don't date people for a while. Maybe put yourself back out there eventually once you feel like you're ready, but don't use people. Because hurt people hurt people. So if you're hurt, you're going to hurt people. And don't be that person, because that's the person that I was. I played a bunch of guys after my breakup. Like, I literally led a bunch of boys on just because I was like, I like you. But then I was like, I don't like you anymore. I'm going to go. And they were like, what? No, like, it was going so well. No, it wasn't. I was just using you. So don't be that girl, because I feel guilt for being that girl. And I don't want anyone else to be that girl, because no one deserves to have their heart broken just because the person is hurt. So, I kind of went off on a tangent, but I also did provide other useful information. I cannot talk today. Bottom line, he's not going to forget about you, but that doesn't mean that you should dwell on him coming back, because sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. You just have to focus on yourself. And I know that's like a really that's a band-aid phrase. I talked about that in my last video, but like, that's your only choice. You're all that you have. Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? You see you. You don't see you and him. You don't see you, him, and his mama. You see you. And that's the only person that you are responsible for taking care of. He can take care of himself. You, who's going to take care of you if you don't? No one. So take care of yourself. That's like literally your only option. So, that's all I have to say. If you have any requests or any other questions, let me know and I'll be glad to answer them. But as of right now, I'm gonna take a nap. So I'm just kidding, I have things to do. But alright, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna put my information down below if anybody wants to contact me. But that's pretty much it. Alright, have a good one. Bye.